This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
Prime Minister appreciates media. Education Secretary commends all schools. And the people of Chuawe celebrate 60th anniversary. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Jordan Dangi. Thank you for joining us. Prime Minister James Marape has acknowledged the role mainstream media has done in Papua New Guinea and followed through to 2025. He said media has always been an important arm of democracy and the government respects the media's role and its freedom of reporting.
Prime Minister James Marape said during a press conference held in Port Moresby yesterday that media in Papua New Guinea continues to play a crucial role by keeping checks and balances in government's performance.
I appreciate all of you, the local PNG media, in all the media houses, including ABC, for continued presence in Papua New Guinea doing coverage. Media is an important arm of our democracy. Your cover gives us, government, the necessary tool we need to cover in some areas we may have overlooked, we may have not seen proper. So I do appreciate, I want to say once on record that we sincerely do appreciate the work of media. It's fundamental in a robust democracy to have media that is working at ease.
Marape said that his government understands the role of media and they have never interfered nor had any influence on how media agencies run their news. He said the Pangu Party-led government will continue to maintain that going forward.
Media is an important arm of our democracy, and as you know, 5 years on, the Pangu-led government has never encroached into the space of media, performing your own independence of coverage. We respect that space. The national editorials, or even our state-owned run news outlets, NBC, EMTV, FM 100, etc., knows it very well that we don't interfere with the editorials. We don't interfere with how you would construct the news. And I just want to say thank you very much for giving coverage to work and programs this year. We're winding down. We look forward to conclude 2024 on a higher note.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Manus District Member and Speaker of Parliament Job Pomat questioned the government on why his district cannot benefit from Lombron project, especially the leftover materials from the project that can be used for other developments. Mr. Pomat directed his question to Prime Minister James Marape during the Parliament sitting this week.
Manus District Member and Speaker of Parliament Mr. Job Pomat said his people had benefited little in the previous Manus Asylum Seekers project and said the trend still continues with the current Lombron infrastructure project. Mr. Pomat questioned the government on why the Australian engineering company Clow Group cannot allow the Manus district or the provincial government to utilize the leftover materials from the project to rehabilitate schools and other developments in the province.
Long and Lombron. Now all the leftover materials where you good plan where you mean abuse him. Lo help me, I am only walk long, smash him, na dig him, pull a hole, na karmat him. Want them all machineries, all power tools, all this law. So he making me worry na meeting ding dog. Time number one time asylum seeker si kam lo Manus. Governor Blomi and man sabe tok plan di lomen. Plan di halbi mi kam mi pla Manus no lukim desla. Mi pla simbik la name lo Manus em rubbish place. Em online stabol lo sani lo social media na place ground ni look sabe usa. Big pla muni blo walk house si kam mi putim. Kapman blo mi wana Australia putim lo angkau house. Mi pla Manus sino big pla ligli tos.
Prime Minister James Marape, in response, said the people of Manus are not forgotten and that his government would look into this matter and address it.
All some issues tap around on the ground, so you may tie him this you can look also long, fix him. And so thinking blue long all contract the demobilization now it means in peninsula talk while she makes him talk long opposition reply long budget but me selling taxi go out long also high commission will find out long what's happening up there. In fact Deputy Prime Minister may have sent a text already as I'm responding to your question. So
Pomad also stressed on the deteriorating Papi Talai Secondary School in Manus.
Prime Minister just over across upside Lombrum Naval Base, you look upside and Papi Talai Secondary High School. All dormitories, all boys and girls have been run down. Ami go last time, DDA mi belum maspai nim sam lamani lo try long rehabilitate him during this holiday period. Na so this material. All can give me can help him rehabilitate him.
Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
In a significant handover ceremony yesterday in Leh, U.S. Ambassador to PNG Her Excellency Anna Marie Yestishok officially presented 158 pallets of humanitarian supply to the International Organization of Migration to provide rapid response during emergencies.
A total of 158 pallets containing essential disaster relief items, including emergency shelter, kitchen sets, water containers, and hygiene supplies, was donated by the U.S. aid to the people of PNG. The supplies donated will provide relief to a total of 10,000 people affected by disaster. Her Excellency Anne-Marie Yestishok officially handed over the supplies to the International Organization of Migration, who will be working closely with the National Disaster Center for the coordination and dispatch of these supplies for emergency disaster response nationwide.
During the July 2024 visit from a U.S. interagency delegation, the United States committed to pre-positioning USAID-funded disaster relief and humanitarian assistance supplies in PNG to facilitate rapid deployment during emergencies. Today, we make good on that promise. It's my honor to hand over humanitarian relief supplies that will provide life-saving emergency shelter and basic household needs for over 10,000 people.
Her Excellency Anne-Marie Yestishok also revealed that the United States over the last decade has provided more than 140 million kina of aid to PNG.
This work is at the heart of our long-standing partnership. In the last 12 years, the United States has provided more than 140 million kina, or $35 million, for disaster relief and preparedness in Papua New Guinea. This year, with USAID support, the National Disaster Center and provincial disaster centers have responded to flooding, an earthquake in East Sepik, flash floods in the highlands, and the tragic landslide in Enga province. Over the last 12 months, USAID has provided almost 10 million kina, or $2.5 million, to respond to disasters.
National Disaster Center Acting Director Lasso Mana, while acknowledging the U.S. government and U.S. aid, highlighted the alignment of the setting up of the humanitarian relief depot in Leh with the country's National Disaster Corporate Plan.
First and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitude to Her Excellency Ambassador Henry and the USA for their continued support to in times of great need. Your commitment to providing relief to disaster-prone provinces and communities in Papua New Guinea, and I sincerely thank you for your unwavering support. Establishing pre-position humanitarian supplies in 4 region strategic locations across Papua New Guinea is one of the National Disasters Plan. As outlined in our corporate plan, to establish 4 regional warehouses across PNG and Ley is one of the strategic locations that was selected.
The official handing over was also received by IOM officer in charge Peter Murorera and Provincial Disaster Director Charlie Masange. Also in attendance were a few recent flood victims in Ley who had benefited from the U.S. aid relief supplies. The supplies are currently stored at the Hardware House warehouse until need for distribution. Jessica Nui, National MTV News, Ley.
The Bank of South Pacific staff in Port Moresby has raised 10,000 kina through a fundraising drive to support the cancer clinic at the Port Moresby General Hospital.
This morning, BSV staff here in Port Moresby donated 10,000 kina worth of medical supplies to the cancer clinic here at the Port Moresby General Hospital.
The donation is the result of a collective effort of 700 and more staff committed to supporting cancer patients in their fight for recovery. BSP Chief Operations Officer Nuni Kulu elaborated on the donation.
Family blom ipla lo BSP on got big plahat so liet bungin ting blom all bank walking me like to clear bank and ting blom all only come one them now think of them what's the best thing we could do so all liet walking raffles now liet racing this la funds try la manually racing with this time now get this la come lo this la gift passing lo sharing lo this la time but more importantly passing lo helping how sick to lo by marathon so I'm this la gift only walking now.
The cancer clinic staff expressed gratitude and accepted the donation and said the supplies will ease their workload and help improve the quality of care towards patients. Ken Jacob, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
They one time by me Platinum House.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true. Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, put him ticket inside lo bag, enter him all details long you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
Our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. With Money Plus, we're ready to go.
Mipla Halivim Wari belong you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Relaxo. Good luck quality, na lick price.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion Kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number One Super wants members' super to last as long as possible in retirement. With Number One Super's retirement savings account, you get regular payments while the balance remains invested and continues to grow, helping your super savings last longer. It's like still getting paid even when you stopped working. Number One's retirement savings account. Contact us today to find out more.
You're watching National EMTV News. The Education Secretary, Dr. Uke Komra, commends all schools in the country for their outstanding performance this year.
Dr. Komra said awarding the top schools in the country does not imply that every school failed. Rather, it indicates that all schools performed well this year.
Part of the reforms and changes we have started is the production and a public announcement of what we call a examinations leaks table. The examination leaks table is the publication of all the schools' exam results publicly, so everyone will know how your school has performed. Now, we did publish it last year, and this year has been slow because of the late results, but we want to have that up on our website very soon. So we will continue to do that. Every year by 31st of March, we will announce every school's result of its exam. So each school will know and hold the principal and the school board accountable, or the students accountable for the results of their schools. So that has started in 2023, 2022 for 2023, 2023 for 2022, and we will yet to put out on the website our 2023 results. And the same would apply for the 2024 results.
He encouraged schools not named to not feel discouraged, but to recognize that they did their best as well. He added that all schools' performance will be published for others to see their academic achievements in the country.
Encourage everyone that the 10 schools and the top students that we will announce today does not reflect that you have failed. No one has failed. You have come a long way in your education life, and there is more to be gained in the future. This is just the midpoint of your life in education. There is more to be learned. So I'd like to encourage those schools that are not going to be named today, or students that will be not to be named today, and not to feel discouraged, not to feel like you are a failure. You're not a failure. You've done the best.
Meanwhile, the exam results are now available online for parents and students to view, with the Minister for Education, Lucas Dekena, emphasizing the importance of the online system.
Exam results were first introduced in 2018 and have always been released on time each year. This is commendable, and it brings us on par with the latest technology to enable us to improve the communication and efficiency of our students, with our students and their parents regarding exam results.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The Oro provincial government has announced the creation of over 100 tertiary educational space in the province for the year of 2025, the academic year, aiming to support students who may not secure placement in higher institute outside the province.
During the grade 10 and 12 graduation ceremony of Popondeta Secondary School yesterday, Sheldon Delala, Sector Chairman of the Oro Provincial Government, assured parents and students that 100 tertiary spaces will be available at the new Modowa Institute.
I want to now appeal to parents and kids, those of you who do not get spaces to tertiary institutions outside of our province. We have now created close to 100 tertiary spaces at this Teachers College, and I encourage you to go down to Newton College, used to be Newton College, and pick up application forms. Parents, please, this is a golden opportunity where tertiary spaces are within our province.
PPC A.Y. Segi, a member of the school board, expressed gratitude to the government and applauded the graduates.
To the graduates, on behalf of my board, I would like to say thank you for the hard work that you have put into learning up to this time when you will be graduating and moving on to the next chapter of your life.
The Elim Early Childhood Educational School held its dual graduation ceremony by graduating 17 phonics teachers with students from 7 early childhood education schools in Nabilia Valley in Western Highlands Province.
The founder and director of PNG Talent and Labor Connecting, Ms. Sabina Mong, who established 7 ECE schools in the Nabilia Valley, said the career focus of the early childhood education implemented in various communities to create platforms upon which government policies concerning human resource development and empowering the human resource for economic self-reliance. During the graduation, Ms. Mong highlighted that the early childhood education schools aims to rectify policy shortfalls, foster a career-focused and industry-driven general education school system by beginning with early childhood to secondary education. She said the RISEC model has 6 parts that are aligned with national government departments and to reach provincial and local level government systems remains the key player to bring government services from wards, districts and provinces. She highlighted the importance of phonics being included in the education system.
Phonics you may call him no established law, education system law, country law, since independence. And for the first time, people are deciding and writing. This law pull back and now ready law. People are trying for the 7 years in our pilot schools, most been a law. 7 council wards inside Nabilia.
She further explained the early childhood 166 structure set by the national government.
Pangulet government, law bring him attention, law and book law fix him country where all beginning by now begin law read na literacy rate. Talk English and by people starting straight law school system. Long and start finish. Early childhood and Nubla system government introduced him, all call him 166 structure. This is one this is early childhood here, 6 years old, beginning or talk. Nanara plus 6 and grade 1 to 6. Nanara plus 6 and grade 7 to 12. So all call him 166. School people running come and this is 1. When now people are putting past one, them all to the 7,000 plus councillors in the country.
The pilot project promotes 7,000 ward-based ECE phonics school centers, 22 provincial ECE phonics teachers training centers, while the 97 RISEC training and coaching centers still pending. Meanwhile, the Provincial Police Commander Chief Superintendent John Sagom addressed the community on the importance of these services like schools and appealed to the community members to look after such services.
And now you will look at my classroom and start my year. Awesome. Mrs. Mong and Dr. Luame. And government of a building. And God bless him, want the master plan. Now bring Muslim service come to the community. So you must fight the man on this double man Maria. For them look at my son. He got some man married to community staff now and bring him service come. So I will like commend him YouTube plan. No, this like initiative now God will continue to bless you work YouTube plan. Ni run no lumusa too. Now fight come up no lumusa na. Me talk about line no lumusa. Service block government na. School na ausi come. Now you fight, now you cook him. Government but come number 2 or number 3 time and come.
Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The Lay Labour Mobility Program under the Lay City Authority farewelled another batch of selected candidates for a 4 years employment contract overseas.
The Lay Labour Mobility Program under Lay City Authority has a total of 57 candidates already employed overseas, all on 4-year contracts across various industries, from poultry to meatworks and aged care. Yesterday, Lay City Authority farewelled a group that will be based in Melbourne as a cleaning crew in a meatworks company, which is a first of its kind for LCA. The event was officiated by Gerelial Mogia, Director for Corporate Services, representing the LCA management. While giving his keynote speech, Director Mogia emphasized the importance of the program and encouraged the candidates to abide by the laws of the host country of employment and to make use of this great opportunity. Upon receiving the tickets, the team leader of the group, Atang Matubi, gave words of acknowledgement and made a commitment as a group that they will strive for a better lay in bringing the Lay MP's vision into reality. Co-coordinator for the program, Ruth Lahari Gome, highlighted achievements of the program in now having a total of 65 candidates employed under the Australia Palm scheme. The Lay Labour Mobility Program is a project owned by LCA and facilitated by Talkstreet Consulting Limited as an initiative of the Deputy Prime Minister and Member for Lay, John Rosso. More than 1,000 candidates have registered this year and have provided required documents for potential employment overseas. Jessica Nui, National EMTV News, Lay.
Now we take a look at the NASFAN market report. The Kina closed lower at $0.2513 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your Kina was buying $0.2440 US, 0.3742 Australian dollars, 0.2250 euros, and 36.16 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at the New York's close, gold is trading lower, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copra closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copra closed lower. Onto the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected, and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
Hi, I'm John Dangi. Join me weekly at 7 p.m. every Tuesday nights on House and Home as we talk about pet care, health and fitness, home improvement ideas, future stories, pick a book, Atok Mom, and everything to do with home and lifestyle. That's House and Home, 7 p.m. Tuesday nights on your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. Public Service Commission and Special Parliamentary Committee on Public Sector Reform and Service Delivery signed an agreement today to establish collaborative partnership that will drive meaningful institutional transformational with the public sector.
This partnership aims to transform the Public Service Commission that better services the needs of the people. Oro Provincial Member and the Chairman of the Special Parliamentary Committee on Public Sector Reform and Service Delivery, Gary Chuva, said the signing of this agreement is a firm commitment to reforming and modernizing the public service to ensure it is equipped to meet the challenges.
On a solution to the public sector administrative instability that takes place, we want to basically create a robust public sector that is insulated from the drama of politics. You know, every time there's a vote of no confidence, for instance, or every time there's some political upheaval, it destabilizes how the public sector functions. And it destabilizes the quality of the delivery of goods and services to our people, to our stakeholders.
Chairman for Public Service Commission also stressed that this signing will go a long way in transforming the Public Service Commission.
We believe that the signing of this MOU will go a long way to transforming the Public Service Commission to be the desired institution that is more effective, vibrant, responsive, accountable, capable, and transparent constitutional office, a body to bring about desired outcomes, objectives, setting the platform within the public sector for meaningful participation of the delivery of services to the people of this country. This initiative essentially embraces on the institutional strengthened policy of previous governments and as well as the current government.
Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
More than 2,000 people living in the remote part of Mount Koyari of the Kokoda region will have access to basic health and medical services after 5 years following the recent reopening of the Gaki aid post.
After the closure of Kagi 8 Post more than 5 years ago, people in that part of Koyari Rural LLG in Central Province have had to walk for a day to access basic health services at Ifogi Health Facility. Through the PNG Australia Transition to Health program, the Australian government has supported the refurbishment of Kagi 8 Post by procuring of building materials, engaging local building contractors, and the procurement of medical drug supplies and equipment to rebuild the aid post and the adjoining house for the medical officer in charge. The Kagi community representative, Mana David, said the reopening of this health facility will mean women and children will not have to walk far to get medical support and are grateful to the Australian government. Ken Jacob, National EMTV News.
Moving overseas, South Korea have protested for the third night in a row for calling for the president's removal from office.
As you can see, the South Koreans are very passionate about what has happened here in the government this week. This is the third night in a row that South Koreans have come out to protest the actions of their president, Yoon Suk-yeol. Now, of course, he on Tuesday night declared martial law completely unexpectedly and lifted it about 6 hours later after the parliament voted against it. So we had a chat to a few of the people here to see what they think about the president's actions.
I think there's nothing he could say to the people of Korea, and he doesn't accept that this is a very serious fault, and this is serious violation of this constitution of South Korea.
We should try to keep the pressure on him until he decides to resign.
People in South Korea are now on the move to press the president's party. And also, if they think about winning the next election, all lawmakers should agree to the impeachment. Otherwise, they could not win the vote of the people of South Korea.
The parliament has moved to impeach the president. However, that vote will not pass unless the opposition, which controls the parliament, can get an extra high majority, a 2/3 majority, and they can't do that without at least 8 members of the president's own party voting in favour of it. Now, we are expecting huge protests here in Seoul on Saturday, and on Saturday evening that vote will take place. So clearly the opposition hoping that some of those politicians will be swayed by the depth of feeling on display here in South Korea. Now, the president himself seems to have gone to ground. People were expecting he might address the nation, but he hasn't done so yet. So people here really wondering what's going on. But for the time being, it does seem like President Yoon Suk-yeol is standing firm and refusing to resign.
Millions of people were placed under a tsunami warning this morning after a magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of North California.
Do you feel it? This is so weird. We're literally moving right now. Natty, come over here.
US officials issued the warning after the earthquake was felt along nearly 805 kilometres of California's coastline. It was measured at a depth of 10 kilometres. The warning affected nearly 5 million people from Dune City in Oregon south to San Francisco and San Jose. The warning was lifted after about 40 minutes, with officials assuring people a tsunami would not eventuate. Numerous cities had put evacuations in place as a precaution, urging residents to move to higher ground or further inland. Residents say they felt a rolling motion for several seconds, which was followed by smaller aftershocks.
Police in New York has released photos of a suspect's potential in the shooting of a United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson.
The fevered hunt continues for Brian Thompson's killer. Investigators have been interviewing witnesses and piecing through evidence to understand why the 50-year-old CEO of one of the country's largest insurance companies was gunned down in broad daylight. This afternoon, the NYPD released a new photo of the suspect with his full features visible on CCTV. Police are using facial recognition technology to identify him. On the scene, recovered shell casings offered some clues. Investigators found the words deny, defend, depose written on them, giving more weight to the police's belief that this was targeted. The words appear to be a reference to an American saying about the tactics used by insurance companies to try to avoid paying people's health care claims. The suspect visited several locations, including Starbucks. Police collected what they believe was his water bottle and coffee cup, which could provide DNA evidence. Additional footage shows the suspect on a cell phone as he walked to the Midtown Hilton Hotel. Detectives found a phone that they believe is his in an alley that the gunman ran through after he escaped the scene.
This is a fairly well thought out crime. You can see him with the suppressor in the video. He has a shooter's stance. He's masked, and he's thought about his escape route. All of these things make it challenging, but far from out of the ability range of the NYPD. They have great resources to nail down a crime like this.
This murder mystery of a relatively unknown executive and the graphic video of the brazen incident has captured attention. As chilling as it was, not all of the reaction has been sympathetic. Brian Thompson led United Healthcare based in Minnesota, a successful insurance company notorious for denying people's medical claims. To some, he represents everything wrong with America's for-profit health insurance system, where companies can make huge sums of money while many people go without basic care.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
They wanted them by me plantation house.
Making Diliman House belong family belong you come true.
Whittam House wants a Roots Rice. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Find one the 10 kg Roots Rice, find him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number 1 supay like money belong all member is taplong pelatay more time all lusim work pinis. One time number 1 super retirement savings account. Mipla can invest him na growing money belong you, na you can withdraw or kisi money lo time you need him. Alivim you lo making money belong you stop long time more. Kaino same you same money yet. That's all you know more work. Number 1 Super Retirement Savings Account. Come looking Bipla now, lo save more.
True Kai Sports.
You're watching Trukai Sports. With Australian National Rugby League competition about to make an announcement on PNG's NRL bid next Thursday, Prime Minister James Marape has clarified that the Australian government is not using the bid to demand any other deals, particularly in the terms of their National Secretary.
Prime Minister James Marape said at a press conference prior to his departure to Sydney yesterday that the NRL bid is a standalone negotiation with all stakeholders and the NRL will make its own decision based on the business case and the best interest of the competition. Papua New Guinea is now the front runner to be given a license to enter the competition in 2028 and the announcement will be made next Thursday.
Secret negotiation from where I see. There's no condition you do this and we will give it a team. The NRL team process comes from the NRL itself and not from the Australian government. So the NRL as a competition has not told us that you do this and we will do this. We bid on the business case of the bid itself. The National Rugby League has its own due processes to follow, and so subject to the requirements that has been ticked off as we speak, the process is complete, and I may be required to stay back until Thursday next week. Sometimes you can be a naysayer, but this is something that, in my view, 10 years from today, as we look back, will be positive. Today, PNG government will start to invest, but whatever we put in place, Australia government will reinvest post-2028. We have agreement with them. It's a substantial fund the Australia government is putting down towards this program.
Marape and his Australian counterpart, Anthony Albanese, will be present to witness the historical announcement in Sydney. The Prime Minister said recent studies have shown that there will be 1% growth in GDP with spin-off benefits when the NRL team is based in Port Moresby.
Studies have been made by individual accounting firms that the NRL bid in PNG will contribute to a 1% value in as far as GDP is concerned. So there's an effect and gain to the economy. You've got games played here. You've got spin-off employments being created. The players going to be residing here in Port Moresby. And so this will create employment. It's not just a sport in an isolated place someplace. Employment's created. Spin-off activities created. We're doing road from Lae into Port Moresby. It's also geared towards having spectators from the Highlands driving in, watching, going out. So this generates ongoing activities every week, 356 weeks in a year going forward. It will add a new dimension to Port Moresby and PNG lifestyle.
Pakatambua, Trukai Sports.
Today saw the second day of the PNG Air National Track and Field Championships held at the Sir John Guy's Stadium in Port Moresby.
In an interview today, PNG Athletics President Tony Green gave insights of the event.
Yeah, we're here for the PNG Air 2024 National Track and Field Championships. We normally hold the event towards the end of the year, and this year it's going to be the main selection trial for our team to the Pacific Mini Games next year. So we'll be naming a squad after this event to work with going forward, and so then we have to monitor the athletes and just make sure they stay in shape and they're ready for the games next year.
He also pointed out the challenges faced and also acknowledged the sponsors.
It's quite difficult for us to organize events like this with our capacity, because like most of the sports, athletics relies on volunteers. But we've had a really big help from PNG Sports Foundation and the National Sports Institute this year. So we managed to put things together. The other major challenge is always funding. But thankfully we've got the PNG sponsorship has been really good because it enables us to make sure that the best athletes don't miss out.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
PNG athlete Benjamin Alia claimed gold with a time of 22.13 seconds in the 200-meter final of the 2024 PNG Air National Track and Field Championships today.
Benjamin Aliel ran 22.13 seconds to beat his training buddy Leroy Kamau 22.17 seconds to claim gold. Speaking today, Aliel said he prepared well for the event.
My preparation was really good. Every time I'm under Coach Nelson Stone, it's positive right through. Yeah, just trust the process and then you'll get the result.
He also made positive remarks.
We are training partners. We know our strengths and weaknesses. So in my head, I was like, he's right behind me, so I just have to stick with him right through, because we all know who Leroy Kamau is. Really great, yeah.
Aliel also encouraged upcoming athletes and thanked the people behind his success.
I've seen a lot of fast younger athletes coming up, and it's a threat to the older ones. So yeah, it's more like you better stay healthy or you'll get kicked off. My encouragement to the younger athletes is to never ever stop trying. You can't just train for 2 weeks and expect results. You have to keep on grinding and grinding until you find the result. You have to put your mind and heart through it, and then it'll come to it. I would like to thank the man above. Yeah, he's been with me right through. Even though I have a grade 1 hamstring tear, but I have to control my mind. Yeah, I have mental strength, but I just have to control it. Yeah, and also my coach and everyone that have helped support me right through. Yeah.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
It's Christmas with Theodist. We have Christmas promotions from stationery to technology. And guess what? When you spend 100 kina or more at POM, Lay and Hagen, you automatically go into the draw to win up to 50,000 kina in gift cards. 5,000 kina drawn weekly. 9 weekly draws. The more you spend, the more entries you get. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Terms and conditions apply. Theodist, proudly serving you for over 50 years.
It is our responsibility to show our people that their careers can make a genuine impact to the world. We inspire studies to enhance professional profile to suit valid employment convenience, and promote learning out your skills translate into possible jobs or careers. Our student quality improvement centers on their needs, offering job-oriented certificates and diploma in professional business courses, OHSS courses level 1 to 4, plant operator and motor vehicle driving courses, computing and IT, and business courses for school leavers grade 10s, 12s, and working class. MAPEX Training Institute is recognized by the enrollments are now open for plant operating courses and business courses in 2025. For more information, call us on 7311-4968 or 323-2068 or email info@mapexpng.com. MAPEX Training Institute desires the need to change, innovate, and requires everyone a special contribution.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NAS Fund. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Day one time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true.
Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
You're watching True Kind Sports. Now moving to overseas sports. In cricket, Australia is looking to level the series against India when they head to Adelaide for the second test of the series.
In Adelaide against India, but it is going to be a very, very tough task. Scott Boland, he has been named in the side to replace Josh Hazlewood, who's got a side strain, and all-rounder Mitch Marsh. He is expected to bowl in Adelaide despite an injury concern, but of course, India were very dominant in that test in Perth, and Australia will need to do a lot to make sure to level the series.
After having his F1 career accelerated with a debut drive in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix this weekend, Australian Jack Doohin has been in a critical $12 million race.
Of course, the season-ending Abu Dhabi race. He is the son of MotoGP legend Mick Doohan, and his promotion comes off the back of 2 years as the squad's reserve driver for Alpine. So he is replacing the outbound Esteban Ocon, and I guess it will take a lot of pressure off him, but there's still a lot to race for Alpine, who will be looking to finish 6th in the Constructors' Championship. So Doohan will be aiming to race his best in what will be his debut race. Let's hear from Doohan.
Yeah, I'm super grateful for Luca, De Meo, Flavio and Ollie for this opportunity. The whole Alpine Academy, the TPC test team will be preparing me for a long, long time. I've been a part of the program since the end of 2021. And to finally be the first academy driver to race, and my debut race this year ahead of next is amazing.
That ends True Kind Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is up next. Stay with us.
True Kind Sports. True Kind Sports.
Day one time by me plantation house.
Making Dinaman House belong family belong you come true.
Whittam House wants a roots rise. 4 houses, 4 winners nationwide. Buy one the 10 kg roots rice, pad him ticket inside your bag, enter him all details belong you, na drop him inside long entry box long or participating store close to long you. So buy now. Terms and conditions apply.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Number One Super wants members' super to last as long as possible in retirement. With Number One Super's retirement savings account, you get regular payments while the balance remains invested and continues to grow, helping your super savings last longer. It's like still getting paid even when you stopped working. Number One's retirement savings account. Contact us today to find out more.
What?
2, 3, 4!
A winning combination is all about style and confidence.
Relaxo, good blood quality, non-liquid price.
Every day, 180 million liters of water pumps into Port Moresby. Every day, its journey to your household tap is made safe at this water treatment plant. Every day, raw water is filtered, disinfected, and purified so that you and your loved ones have access to clean, usable water. For 65 years, our water treatment technology has been hard at work, but now it needs to hit pause. Port Moresby's population has increased 500% since the treatment plant was built, putting enormous pressure on the water supply network. We need to hit pause so that the filtering equipment can be repaired, maintained, upgraded, so that the water you use and consume continues to be safe. For more information, visit our Facebook page.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk on time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The weather report for the next 24 hours for southern region only. Port Moresby City, cloudy with chances of few showers at some spots. And Popondetta, partly cloudy with some rain.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Friday, the 6th of December, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing, good night, and have a blessed weekend.